to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K. Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K. Williams is all about.
Claire Bosley claims her late father's sword was broken by her son's friend when he used it to chop watermelons. Lily Santorelli says Miss Bosley should have kept a better eye on them, since boys will be boys.
Miss Claire Bosley, William Bosley, 11 years old, is my plaintiffs, and Miss Santorelli?
Yes, ma'am.
And your son, Dustin. Thank y'all for being here as the defendants. I see, Miss Bosley, you are suing for $568.30. You say that her son broke your son's decorative sword. Tell me a little bit more about it.
So the incident happened on a day where our sons were sitting together playing television. These boys, mind you, Your Honor, they've been great friends for the last year. However, I have raised my son to be polite, respectful, say yes ma'am, no ma'am, follow rules. However, as soon as he started hanging out with his friend over here, we started seeing changes in his behavior. No more yes ma'am. I would call him from across the house. He would ignore my calls. It even went so far as we had to have a parent-teacher conference because they were playing together in the classroom, distracting the entire classroom.
Oh, wow.
So I prefer to have them at my house. I can help guide, keep them together, watch on them. They were sitting, watching television together, having fun, laughing, doing what, little boys do.
Yep.
I'm a single mom. I needed to step out of the room for a few moments. I just was gonna throw a quick load of laundry from the washer to the dryer. So I was like, boys, I'm gonna be right back. Went over to the laundry room. As I was taking the clothes into the dryer, suddenly I hear nothing. No sound.
Too quiet.
Too quiet. Which, we know is not a great sign when it comes to little boys.
Not with 11-year-old boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So head back into the living room and realize the boys are not there. And then I also realize on the wall hanging above the fireplace, my decorative sword is missing. The case has been opened, the sword has been removed, and the boys are nowhere in sight. So head to the back door and find the boys out there and holding the sword, a bunch of smashed watermelons all over my garden. Sword is broken.
So this is not a toy sword, let's be clear. Tell me a little bit about this item, and do you have photos of it? I want to get a sense as to, okay,
yes,
give that to my bailiff, please.
Photos of this beautiful sword prior to being broken, and then this one as well.
Yeah, give everything to the bailiff so the court can review. Thank you.
So this sword, Your Honor, was a gift handed down to me. Unfortunately, I lost my father several years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry for
He
that.
served our country in the military.
Yes.
And this sword was given to him upon retirement from
I see. I see the seal.
Yes,
and thank your father and family for your service.
Yes.
Thank you.
So when he passed away, I was fortunate enough to be gifted this sword, and it's been with me for several moves. We've always kept it close to our hearts, displayed in our home with no worries or complaints at all of anything happening to it, because I've taught my son to follow the rules.
To that point, but let's just talk about what this sword looks like. I see it here in this protective case. You're telling me it was hung above the fireplace, is that correct? And it looks to be in pristine condition. Let's go to the next plasma where we see the injury. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, completely
Look at that. That is just really devastating. Let me talk to you, young man. William.
Yes.
This was your grandfather's sword, huh?
Yes.
Okay, and tell me a little bit about what your mom taught you was the importance of this sword.
She said that it was his sword, and when he retired from the military, his co-workers made it for him and had it engraved for him, so it was really important to her.
Yeah, and you understand that your grandfather was fighting for all the liberties we enjoy as Americans during that work. Okay, fantastic. This is really hard to see. She's spoken a lot. Ms. Santorelli, tell me your side of this and how your son was involved.
Okay. Well, it takes two to tango. I've heard her defamation, and she thinks I'm a horrible mother. She said my son's a horrible person, which isn't true. I'm a great parent.
Sure.
It takes two to tango. They both wanted to be samurai and slice that watermelon. They were both having fun. It happened on her turf. I don't feel I owe her this money.
So let's talk about this. These two boys met about a year ago, am I hearing? They're in class together, is that correct? Dustin, let me get your take here, buddy. How did you start to play with this sword? Who, was it you or your friend here, William, that decided it was a good idea to take this sword and take it off the wall and start playing?
Well, I asked him, like, can I see it? And, like, I was curious, so he said, no, I won't let that happen. Oh. So I said, come on, how bad would it be? So he brought it down, and then
So he got it. He pulled it off the wall for you. Okay.
And then and then he wanted to cut some watermelons, and then he was just like cutting watermelons like crazy. And
Coming up on Equal Justice.
I feel like she's going for unrighteous enrichment. I feel like this is extortion. I feel like she has a personal attack against me.
So you don't think you owe her anything?
No, I don't.
Okay.
And later,
So you paid the deposit that is non-refundable of $500,
Correct.
and then you paid the additional $1,000.
At the end of the event.
Okay.
And then I went home to see the horror.
The horror.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Claire Bosley, who brought Lily Santorelli to court over a broken family heirloom.
So how did it break, darling?
well, I got a turn, and then I cut it, and then maybe I went too deep, and then it might have hit the concrete.
Oh, and the handle fell off.
Yeah.
Okay, is that about right, Mr. William?
Yeah, I would say I was being more careful with it
Okay.
because it is a display sword.
Well, let me ask you this now. Did you tell your friend Dustin here, William, what the significance? Did you tell him about your grandpa? Did you tell him about his years of military service? And did you tell him, Mom's going to get real mad if we mess with Grandpa's sword? Did you tell your friend?
Yes, I did.
Is that true, Mr. Dustin? Did you know
No, I
that?
didn't.
So you had no idea. You just thought it was just another big knife.
Yeah.
Okay. William, I think you guys were playing nice and it wasn't a big deal if nothing had happened. So let's talk about that, Miss Bosley. Had the boys played nicely, put the sword back in its place, would you have had a problem with it?
I believe I would have had a conversation with my son, and maybe we would have to rethink our decisions of friendships and have continued conversations about that. I would definitely not be suing for a broken item, however.
Right. I do want to go through this last piece of evidence here. I've got two little pieces. This is the cost of the sword. I
Yes,
see
ma'am.
that this is $524 plus tax, which gives us the $568.30 that you are asking for. And the reality is it's irreplaceable.
That's exactly correct. So
Right.
it is something that I can never replace. However, I did a search online, and something to replace somewhat of an antique, just to get the same feeling that I had, to have something on the wall. I was hoping, even though it will not be an exact replacement, it will come in second.
It'll kind of inspire the memory.
Yes, the memory, exactly.
Okay, and then I'm seeing this text message you're showing here to the
Yes.
court. This is you saying that your son feels a little guilty. I see from you that for the thing. You said it's glad that he's okay because there was a knife and a sword. You know, somebody could have got
a
really hurt.
decorative sword.
Yes.
Blunt.
Yeah. He's okay. The sword was around $568.30 is the price. You let her know. You say you'd appreciate being reimbursed. Miss Santorelli asked you, are you crazy? Your kid broke it, she says. You should have to pay. And then she asked you why you weren't watching them. All right. I think that I'll let a final word come from you, Miss Defendant.
I don't feel like I owe this money. I feel like she wasn't supervising the kids. It happened on her turf. I feel like if she's going to have items like this that are delicate for the kids to have in their home, she should put them away or put them on her homeowner's insurance. I don't feel like I should be responsible for this.
How about that? Is there homeowners insurance?
Unfortunately, my homeowner's insurance wouldn't cover this item.
Okay.
I feel like she's going for unrighteous enrichment. I feel like this is extortion. I feel like she has a personal attack against me.
So you don't think you owe her anything?
No, I don't.
Okay, and you think she owes you everything?
I do. It was her son. My son has had this sword in our home for years. Never once touched it. Not put one finger on it.
And then all of a sudden. Okay. I think the court's heard enough. Here's what I'm going to do, ladies. I really do believe it's very sad that something that is so sentimentally valuable, right, that will never be able to be properly replaced, has been destroyed here. There is such a thing as the symbolic value of a replacement, so I'm inclined to entertain that notion. But when it comes to who should pay for it, I think we've got two honest young men here that are 11. Ladies, they're children. And guess what children do? They have accidents. They have mistakes. Now, I'm not going to fault you, Ms. Bosley. You are being a hardworking single mom, making sure that you can do what you can to provide a good life for your son. That includes doing the laundry, okay? Could have happened to anybody. But the reality was they were unsupervised. And they both admitted, both of these young guys admitted and told the truth in this court that they both were playing with the sword. They both were cutting up the watermelon with the sword. And they both ultimately contributed to the sword being damaged. So I think that sounds like we got to split the baby on this one, ladies. Ms. Santorelli, I'm going to order that you pay half of the cost which is the $568.30. You'll pay half of that. You'll eat the other half of that for your contribution to this negligence. And that's my ruling.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $284.15.
Well, I just think that if she would have taught her son a little more respect and how to follow rules, we would have never been in this situation to begin with.
I think this is a waste of time. Kids will be kids. It takes two to tango.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
What is this fuzzy picture?
Yeah, his camera.
Is that from him?
Yes, he says that his camera malfunctioned, but he didn't tell me this during the event. So you were giving me blurry pictures, pictures of me not in the event, and I wanted my money back.
This is Equal Justice. Shirley Green claims she doesn't have memorable pictures from her 50th birthday party because the photographer dropped the ball. Joshua Felton says he captured everything Miss Green asked for, and he owes her nothing.
Miss Green, why are you in my courtroom today?
I'm here today to sue Mr. Joshua for $1,000 and breach of contract. I hired him to be a photographer at my 50th birthday party, and he did not follow through as per our contract.
Do you have a version of this contract for me to review?
I do.
I'll take it.
Give that to my bailiff, ma'am, and I can review that. Let me see what this is. I think we've got some things here. I'm looking at this contract. Unlimited photos for the full 3 hours of engagement. Photo will capture an unlimited number of high-quality digital photos. This is saying no post-edits. They will provide the photos without post-edits. You wanted the raw images.
Right.
Okay.
Because he was giving me a special because of a friend that I knew who was his cousin. So he was giving me a lesser amount to pay.
Okay.
And for that amount, I was just going to take the photos after the end of the event and go through them. So he didn't have to edit anything. I just wanted to see what it was when he was done.
Okay, so I see. So that's important to know because the total, I see here. His actual rate is $1,500.
That's what I paid him, yes.
Oh, that is what you paid?
Correct.
So you paid the deposit that is non-refundable of $500?
Correct.
And then you paid the additional $1,000?
At the end of the event.
Okay.
And then I went home to see the horrid.
The horror? Is that what you said? Okay,
Correct.
tell me why it was horrible.
Because
Ms. Green.
he, like I said, he did not capture the event, and also there's a lot of things he missed.
What is this? What am I looking at here? What is this fuzzy picture?
Yeah, his camera.
Is that from him?
Yes, he says that his camera malfunctioned, but he didn't tell me this during the event. So you were giving me blurry pictures, pictures of me not in the event, and I wanted my money back.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
Do you have a photo of you cutting your cake?
No, I do not.
Do you have a photo of you on that red carpet?
No, I do not.
Sir, why not?
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Shirley Green, who blames photographer Joshua Felton for missed birthday memories.
Tell me, sir, what you did not understand about this lady wanted a certain level of quality. She wanted certain moments captured, and she's saying that you failed to do so.
I would disagree with that. We had text messages prior saying that I would capture certain events that she really wanted. I got those.
Unlimited.
Yeah, unlimited photos.
Not certain.
I got those.
So you're saying that you delivered everything she asked. Put a pin in that.
Yeah.
Ma'am, what did he fail to deliver so the court can understand?
He failed to deliver.
Do you have a photo of your entrance?
No, I do not.
You do not. Do you have a photo of you cutting your cake?
No, I do not.
Do you have a photo of you on that red carpet?
No, I do not.
Sir, why not?
I don't know what she did with the other photos, but I made sure I got those at first. Those were the very first things I got.
What do you mean by at first?
When I first came onto the party,
Okay.
I made sure, like, yo, let's get these.
Okay, so she's saying you didn't have them. You're saying, where's the drive now, Miss Green?
Where's the what?
The photo drive.
I have it, but
You
I
do
don't have it with me.
No, that's fine, but you do have it. And so you're saying when you go through all these raw images,
Once I get home,
right
after the party.
after the party and after he's been paid,
Correct.
that's when you're seeing things are missing.
Correct.
Sir, what do you say to that allegation?
Your Honor, I took hundreds of pictures. You know, there's no way that she didn't get those. You know,
Hundreds?
Hundreds.
Okay.
Hundreds. I took hundreds of pictures.
You dispute that, Ms. Green?
Yes.
Okay. So he's saying you're saying you took hundreds of photos. Let me ask you something, Ms. Green. Have you ever heard of the term, the phrase, you get what you pay for?
I have.
Okay. Do you know what's meant by that?
I do.
Do you understand that you paid this man a discounted rate?
Correct.
And then it looks like, let's go back to the plasma and see those photos again. Okay, so that top right-hand corner, that blurry picture there, that looks like a discounted photo, correct?
That looks like someone who doesn't know how to take pictures, is what that
Okay.
looks like to me.
Judge Eboni's verdict when Equal Justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
Without more sufficient evidence that he miserably failed to provide any usable photos, I simply can't believe that without you proving that. I have to take some level of reasonable assumption that he did a halfway decent job, even if not a job up to your high standards and expectations. When we are paying discounted rates, we have to assume there will be some level of discount in the service. I respect your high standards. I cannot find evidence that you have proved a compelling case, ma'am, of this man, Mr. Felton, so inadequately performing that you would be deserving of a full refund. You do need some accountability, sir, and you need to improve your skill set if you're going to take on jobs of this nature. But ma'am, you also need to be prepared to spend a little more to get the level of quality that you want. The court rules in favor of the plaintiff, but for half of the amount, only $500. That's the court's ruling.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $500.
Wish it wouldn't have come to this, you know.
Well, maybe next time when you do a job for someone, you should be prepared to do the job correctly.
All right, you've had your day in court. Please follow me.
Thank you.
Ladies first.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.